YouTube, how are you guys doing? Luffy back with another video. Today's video, I want to talk to you guys about Paycheck Protection Program, new changes that Donald Trump just signed into law like literally a couple minutes ago. This is fresh off the press. Mike Pence is actually still speaking. I just started the video once Donald Trump finished and I saw him sign the bill. So he was over in the Rose Garden and he signed into law the Paycheck Protection Program Flexibility Act of 2020. So you guys know, if you watch my videos, that is, the Paycheck Protection Program Flexibility Act of 2020. These are the amendments to the PPP that allow it to be a lot easier for businesses to qualify for that forgiveness. This is big news, guys, because I just want to give you a little bit of perspective. Paycheck Protection Program was passed with the CARES Act back on March, I believe it was 23rd. I could be wrong on that, but I believe it was March 23rd. Paycheck Protection Program was passed. From then, we've been waiting until at least now for additional stimulus for the people. So $1,200, $2,000, whatever, just some form of additional relief for individuals. We've been seeing them discuss it. We've been hearing a lot of debates about it, but we've seen no firm action on that. But with the PPP, we saw a resolution that was written. We saw it pass a House by 417-1. We saw it pass the Republican-controlled Senate. And we saw motherfucking Donald Trump sign it into law all within the span of less than 2 weeks. Less than 2 weeks. But you're still waiting for a $1,200 additional stimulus check. And I want to, before I even go into it, I just want to give a huge shout out to Meet Kevin. Okay, if you guys don't follow Meet Kevin, go over to Kevin's channel. He makes really good videos. I've been watching Kevin since probably before he had, I don't know, even 50,000 subscribers. I mean, he's at over 600,000 now. Kevin talked about this in one of his most recent videos. And it's what I've been trying to tell you guys, why I think it's important for you to even care about these rule changes for the PPP. In American society, if you don't have real estate, if you don't own stocks, if you don't own a business, you're fucked. And you're not just fucked because you don't own them. You're fucked because you're irrelevant in the system. That's how it's viewed, guys. If you own real estate, if you own stocks, if you own a business, you're good. Do you know why you're good? Because politicians own real estate, politicians own stocks, politicians own businesses, but that's not all. Guess who also owns real estate, stocks, and businesses? Politicians' friends and the lobbyists that are spending all their time there. So when they're sitting there thinking about what sort of legislation can we write up to help the people, what people do they know? They know themselves and they know the niggas around them. So they write rules and regulations for themselves and the niggas around them. That's why it's important as fuck for you to buy real estate, to buy stocks, to own a company. Because now you have Congress actually working for you. They weren't working for you in the beginning because you were in the lower class. You weren't in the ownership class. And if there's one thing that America has taught me over the past couple weeks is that race, gender, yes, all of that shit, it's shit. There's still problems that we have with women's issues. We still have problems, of course, with black people. We still have problems with, race and religion, everything. But the biggest issue that those issues are built upon is a class issue. We have class warfare in America. Classism exists. In no other place than during a recession can you see it. It took them less than 2 weeks to come up with that bill and sign it into law. They just wrote me a blank check, a blank 6-figure check, because I'm going to get my PPP funds forgiven. But how long is it taking them to come up with some sort of additional stimulus for the people? You guys got to realize, we're talking about trillions and trillions of dollars all the time. CARES Act, $2 trillion. The HEROES Act, this $1 trillion, what portion of those trillions of dollars is allocated towards individual payments, and how much of that is actually for businesses and business owners? I think you guys will be shocked. I think you guys will be shocked to see how much this shit is skewed against you. Stop. Stop waiting, guys. Stop waiting for an additional stimulus. Stop waiting for help to come out. You have to help yourself in this instance. And I know that's not the sexiest thing to say, but you have to realize that if you don't invest in real estate, if you don't invest in stocks, if you don't start your own business, no one's going to come out and help you. They're only going to help you once they see you doing something. It's just like, when you see an abandoned car. You don't go out and randomly push the abandoned car, but if you see a nigga out there pushing a car, you going to hop out your car and help him push that shit. That's what this is. That's how they view it, unfortunately. Right now, everyone's car is broken down. They looking at the people who are out there, trying, at least pretending to push their car. And they'll be like, for your effort, here, take this 50 grand. Here, take this 100 grand. Here, take this $1 million Main Street lending program. We have a whole $600 billion Federal Reserve program that most businesses probably aren't going to use because of the rules and requirements. But watch how Congress comes back later and starts to, we want additional lending facilities. Not just like in the HEROES Act. Not many people talked about it. We'll see if it pops up on any of the new resolutions. But they had wording in that legislation in the HEROES Act that increased the lending facilities of Main Street lending program. In plain English, that means that more money for small businesses. Guys and girls, I don't know who be watching this, but the number one thing I just want you guys to know, the number one thing, invest. Invest in stocks. Invest in real estate. Invest in a business. Invest in assets. Invest in yourself. Invest in your community. Learn, just invest. Take that concept of investment really to heart, because I see it and it pains my heart. That's all I got to say, guys. One love. I'm out.